7 weeks and 3 different locations. The Homeless Justice League, a group of 30 homeless people and concerned citizens, have been occupying Manchester city centre since April 15th.
General overview of the camp, and the aims are to get the homeless people of Manchester adequately housed, and that doesn't mean give them all a house, but what we mean by that is give them housing each to their means and needs. Some people would be efficient in a house or a flat on their own, but the majority of the homeless people in Manchester need round-the-clock care and things like that.
The group began their protest in Albert Square, before being evicted and taking residence in St Peter's Square for 3 weeks. Following a second eviction on the 21st of May, the group was moved to St Anne's Square and insist that they won't be leaving their current base anytime soon.
The protest has been relatively peaceful. We did have a couple of people join on the bandwagon that saw it as a bit of a party because we've had PA systems and stuff causing a little bit of trouble, which then gives a little bit of hassle off the police. But relatively, it's been peaceful.
This latest camp was set up days before the Spring Festival of Markets was due to open in St Anne's Square. The opening of the market was postponed for 1 day, as all stalls were redirected to the adjoining New Cathedral Street. Art stall owner Simon Wadsworth was one of the traders who missed out on a day's business.
A lot of the businesses rely on the markets for me, the city centre markets. I mean, we do markets every weekend, and I'm trying to run the rest of the business the rest of the week. So for me, the markets is really what gives me the cash flow to try and get the rest of the business going. Because the market was only cancelled for 1 day, we've only lost 1 day's trade. So actually, it's ended up being okay for business. If the market had been cancelled for the full 6 days, it would have had a huge impact on the business.
At the moment, I see it as we're at a war for people's lives. The homeless people on the streets, rough sleepers, life expectancy is cut by 30 years. And unfortunately, in any war, there is collateral damage and innocent bystanders. And as an activist, I always will put human life before corporate profit.
The growing number of visibly homeless people on Manchester streets has caused concern among many members of the public. Campaigners say amenities to house and care for the homeless are needed now more than ever.
The homelessness situation in Manchester, from my perspective, is quite serious. You can't walk down any street in Manchester city centre without seeing at least 2 homeless people. I would estimate it at around 300 homeless people in the city centre alone, just through walking the streets and doing soup kitchens. You evict people from social housing, private landlords don't want to touch you, subsequently you end up on the street. There is going to be a vast number of homeless people being made over the next 5 years, and that's why our campaign is more important now than ever.
Awaiting their next sure eviction, the cycle of removal and reoccupation looks set to continue for the Homeless Justice League. Alec Herron, that's Manchester.